Hey y'all, we are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity, y'all, it is for $5,000. $5,000 of free money that you do not have to pay back. And yes, this is yet another opportunity where you do not have to have a business. I will say though, some of the requirements were a little bit confusing since they said you could be in the idea phase. You have to be 18 years of age or older. You must sign up for their newsletter, and you do not currently have to be signed up, but you would need to sign up for their newsletter first and then apply for this small business grant opportunity. You must be in business for 1 year. So this is the point where I was thinking, I don't see how that's possible. But what they did say when they talked about the idea phase, you can't just be someone that has an idea. They want to see what type of movement have you done in order to get this idea ready to launch as a business. So what I am going to assume, now reach out to the grantor. I am not the grantor. Is that they're looking for individuals that if you have not launched your business, that you have some form of documentation to show things that you have done over the past year to get this business ready to launch. There are several things that are optional for this grant application, but I know you are going to do every optional thing in order to get you in front of the grantor longer than your competitors. The optional items, a 1 minute video. You know that this video will allow you to show your personality to the grantor so you're not seen just as another applicant. You also have the opportunity to provide them with a one-pager, a pitch deck, any other additional information that might help them make a decision on whether or not to award you this $5,000 small business grant opportunity. And finally, you have the opportunity to reach out to your community and get a testimonial. It can be from a customer, it can be from a mentor, it can be from anyone that is willing to speak on your behalf. And I know that you understand how important it is to have individuals backing you up. And while they don't say that you have grant reporting requirements, they do say that they may reach out for a post grant update, which means they want you to track those funds. Okay, so you must use the money for a business purpose. It is considered unrestricted money purely because they're not saying that it has to be used for marketing. It just has to be used for anything that is going to help you scale, propel, grow, all of the positive things that's associated with your business. Now, the things that they are going to judge you on: business clarity, essentially letting them know who you are, what you do, and why they should support you. The impact of the grant. Will this grant actually help you move the needle inside of your business? This next one is imperative to make sure that you are aligned with a grantor, but as I've said, making sure that grantor is aligned with you as well. And then essentially, are you ready to receive a grant? And grant readiness is incredibly important to several grantors because they want to ensure that when they are giving out the funds, that they are funding a sustainable business. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri, and on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting a foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth because, yes, money is good, but I want your business to serve generation after generation after generation. Check out the small business grant playlist. There are several grant opportunities there. There's no business needed grants, no deadline grants, there's global grants. There are so many opportunities to help you get closer to funding your business. And yeah, I'm running a special on both of my books. Buy one, get one free. Now that workbook, which is going to be the book that you purchased in order to get the second book free, it has so much information for you in order to help you submit a successful grant application. There are sample answers, there's quizzes, there's fill in the blanks, there's all things to get you there. And if you're on the fence, go to the website, check out the 5-star reviews because you should always do your research to make an informed decision before spending your money. And if you just want to get the grants and get in more applications than the ones that are on YouTube, come on over to the Patreon. The Patreon, I drop several grant opportunities in there. There's a community in there as well for you, so you can interact in real time with fellow entrepreneurs. Now, back to this grant. We've talked about all the things that they're going to look for. We talked about what you're going to be judged on. We also talked about the fact that the funds are unrestricted money. They will ask you to complete a W-9, and you know why, because grants are taxable income, and you must make sure that you're setting aside a certain percentage because Uncle Sam will come for the money, and you do not want your business to fail because of delinquent taxes. Now, the questions that they are going to ask you in order to make the determination on whether or not you should get this small business grant opportunity. The first question, tell us about your business. You get 250 words or less. As we've discussed in several of these videos, you must be concise when completing these grant applications because they get thousands of applicants. The next question is, what inspired you to start your business? Similar to the video that you're going to submit, even though it is optional, this is an opportunity for you to get some type of emotion out of that grantor. And I say in all of the videos, do not just think about the grantor crying, right? The grantor can be laughing. The grantor can be inspired by your story. You want to make sure that you stand out from your competition, but you do not want to submit the same stories that most folks would likely submit in order to try to pull on the heartstrings of the grantor versus the grantor seeing how inspirational that you are. They also want to know, how will receiving this small business grant opportunity impact your business? Not only how will it impact your business, but you know the next question, y'all. What are you going to do with the money? Make sure you break it down. Do not say, I'm going to use the money to grow my business. You want to tell them, I need $500 for software. I need $500 for marketing. I need $500 for professional development. I need ink pens. I need a printer. I need paper. I need an assistant. Literally break it all the way down. And again, leave a percentage out for taxes because it will show to the grantor that you are truly thinking like a business owner. They also want to know, what challenges is your business currently facing? Again, another opportunity to get some type of emotion out of that grantor, but always try to twist it where it is inspirational versus looking for someone to feel sorry for you, because the grantor, they're going to get hundreds of those types of applications. They then want to know, how do you define breaking through as an entrepreneur? And it could be that you are ready to scale, but it is something that is preventing you from getting over that hump. And once you're over that hump, you are going to break through, scale this business, and possibly sell the business, right? Scale to sell. That could be a breakthrough for you. But again, always make sure that the answers that you are submitting are actually related to your business. They then want to know the long-term vision that you have for your business. Again, this goes back to the grantor wanting to make sure that whatever business they award a small business grant opportunity to is a sustainable business. Because if they don't foresee your business lasting past the depletion of this $5,000 grant opportunity, they're not going to fund your business. They are going to fund someone that they see can last 5 years post grant award. And the next question, y'all, we hear it all the time, and I know you already have your template of an answer for how does your business impact community. This is going to be the number one thing that the grantor is looking for when deciding who to award a small business startup grant to. Even if the grantor doesn't ask you this specifically, make sure in any grant application you are peppering in how you are giving back and impacting in your community. Now, if you would like for me to possibly find a grant for you in your city, state, and/or industry, no promises, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, city, state, and our industry, so I can possibly, no guarantees, find a grant for you in your city, state, and our industry. Now, with all of that, let's look at this grant. All right, y'all. This grant opportunity is sponsored by Her Agenda, and it is their breakthrough grant for women entrepreneurs that are ready to break through barriers and take their business to the next level. We've already talked about all of the things that they are going to be looking for, but I always recommend that you go to the website, see if you can see who has been awarded a grant in the past, and here where it says explore her agenda, considering that that is one of the things that you're going to be judged on, your alignment with the grantor, I highly recommend that you figure out who they are, what they stand for, and pepper that into your application to show how you are aligned with their mission, vision, and values. Once you do all of that, and then you're going to click apply now, which is going to take you to the application for this $5,000 small business grant opportunity. And once you submit that grant application, you're going to come back here and leave me a comment. Let me know you submitted a successful grant application, and then come back, leave that second comment letting me know that you won this $5,000 small business grant opportunity, because that is the goal of this channel, for everyone to be able to submit a successful grant application to grow their business. Make sure you check out that playlist, you check out the ebook, you check out the Patreon, you check out all things to help you submit a successful grant application and to get you closer to generational wealth. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because I am always grateful for your support, and I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are having a beautiful day, and I will see you all next time.